Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to Scatter Love Tarot with your girl coming at you with another pick a card reading. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey, this path, this tribe. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you. And for anyone new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Should these messages happen to resonate with you, it'd mean so much to me for you to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I truly feel so blessed for those of you that choose to share your stories. I love hearing from all of you. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you will find all the links necessary below in the description box. You can email me for a personal reading. You can follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify, Scatter Love Radio. You can even join as a member. And I would love to see you on memberships, but if not, thank you so much for your continued support here. Today's message was so strongly channeled. I actually had something else set up to do, and they were like, nope, you have to do this one. This is a direct message from the higher realm dragons and Archangel Michael. There is something that needs to come through on this reading. It was so powerful this morning. I was like, okay, so I guess that's where we're going. And now that I've got it all set up to do this, I feel so much better inside, because I was kind of panicking a little bit, oh my gosh, but I had something else set up, and they're like, no, you're not doing that one. We want you to do this one. And I was like, okay. So here we are. It's going to be messages from the higher realm dragons, and Archangel Michael has something important to say to you. So let's get into our prayer, and we will get this underway. We are using The Pride of the Dragons Oracle by Angelo Thomas today. I brought these out one other time, so I'm excited to bring them back out. And of course, if you caught that reading, 44 came out, and it was a very profound reading. But on the bottom of the deck, we have 44 once again. So the synchronicities are already flying off the hook before we even get started. So, my beloved sources, prayers for any and all who come into this reading or onto this channel, even if it's for a moment's time or for the entire time. I ask that you surround us in the loving light and deliver us from that which is holding us back. That we may find ourselves thinking small or putting ourselves in situations that keep us stuck. And I ask that you help clear the path for us, break down those barriers, and help us find the strength within ourselves to climb the walls and to break through whatever it is that's holding us back, to see these obstacles as mere disturbances along our journey and not something that is unsurmountable. I ask that you fill us up with the light of courage, the knowledge and wisdom of our ancestors, the knowledge and wisdom of the higher realms and the Akashic records, so that we may know exactly what is meant for us, and to not spend so much time dabbling and wondering what all others are doing in this time. Instead, focus truly, faithfully, and completely on ourselves and on our journey ahead. I ask that you provide us with the power, the motivation, and the inspiration in order to do so. As these words are spoken unto this space and among this tribe, so shall they be. Amen. Aho. Aseh. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my beloved source. Thank you. Alright, let me get that setup out of the way over here. Okay. My nose is going crazy already. We're barely even started. And again, the signs are just popping off. You know. What do you know? You know it all. Alright, I already pre-shuffled these beforehand, so we're going to go ahead and get started with that. So, source for pile number 1. What Pride of the Dragon Oracle card will help us better understand the urgent messages from Archangel Michael and the higher realm dragons for pile number 1? Oh, wow. Okay, they want this one. Thank you. Alright, and source for pile number 2. What Pride of the Dragon Oracle card will help us better understand the urgent message that's coming from the higher realm dragons and Archangel Michael for pile number 2, source? Whoa, okay. No, they want that one. Okay, thank you. And for pile number 3, source, what Pride of the Dragon Oracle card will help us better understand the urgent messages that are coming in from the higher realm dragons and Archangel Michael for pile number 3. For pile, whoa, okay, coming in. These are popping out like crazy. Alright, let me get that set up. Make sure we're in frame. On the bottom of the deck, we have 28 dreams I dream from the pride of the heavenly. So this is all about your dreams, your hopes, and your wishes. I feel like these are your dreams coming into fruition here, and that's why these messages are so important at this time. There's a lot of the collective that's feeling incredibly hopeless right now, incredibly at their wits' end, like how much more can I possibly give? And with the dreams I dream coming out on the bottom, this does feel like this is a message directly from the higher realm saying we got your back. And I know you've heard this before, but we want you to know this is so important that this is coming through. We want you to know that what it is that you desire is manifesting. So for pile number 1, we do have this beautiful shard of amethyst for you to choose from. Okay. And for pile number 2, we have this beautiful piece of clamshell for you to choose from. If I can get that to focus. Oh, this one is so pretty. I got it when I was in Rockport. Okay, for pile number 3, we have this beautiful piece of lapis lazuli for you to choose from. Whoa, Jiminy Christmas. Okay, Holy Toledo. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Whichever one you resonate, that should be the pile for you. And they won't let me leave it alone. But on the bottom here, I don't know if you noticed, this is Pride of the Heavenly. Since it's bothering me so much, like seriously, it's poking at me like crazy right now. Let's find out. And look, this, I love this deck too because I just turned to it. They have the Pride of the Archangels in this deck too. This is such a phenomenal deck. The art on it is a little different, but I actually really like it. So, this is Derma. It's connected with the angel Derma. It's the angelic prince of dreams. Walk side by side with this dragon in the astral plane. Ether embodies the pure energy of astral dreams. It says, suspended in motion, drifting between time, space, reality, and dreams, this tiny magenta dragon smiles while it sleeps and chirps little pink bubbles of light as it snores away. This dragon gently drifts in and out of sleep, cooing as it watches your dreams float by. It is content and blessed in existence in this dream state. The dream state is where worlds, realms, and the unseen meet on the astral plane. Some say that one who accesses this state masters the ability to bring dreams into reality and create a literal heaven on earth. When this dragon appears, it's asking you to close your eyes, invite it close, and take a long, restful sleep before traveling to the astral plane. Don't worry how you'll get there. Simply find a safe, comfortable place and allow yourself to drift off with this dragon by your side. Here in the dream state or the astral plane, you'll find the answers you seek. Here your earthly mind walks in the midst of the heavens and inspiration strikes like magenta lightning bolts, guided by this dragon as it flies above you. Upon waking from this heavenly slumber, it doesn't matter if you remember the visions provided to you in this state. This dragon does, and it will remind you exactly when needed. Okay, it's exactly bringing your dreams into this reality and creating a heaven on earth. I had to read that. That was so crazy. They wouldn't let me leave it alone. So, all right, with that being said, whatever one you chose, I will see you over on your pile. Hello, my fellow humans. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of amethyst here, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be your reading on the urgent message from the higher realms dragons and Archangel Michael. I don't know if you caught the intro, but if you didn't, I do recommend that because it does explain why we're doing this reading. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that is continuing to be a supportive part of this journey, this channel, this ever-growing tribe. I am truly honored to be sharing this time and this space with you. And for anyone new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Should these messages happen to resonate, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And for those of you that choose to share your stories, just know that I truly love hearing from you. It means so much to me for you spending that time and giving those stories here. So with that being said, let's hop to it and find out what is your message, pile number 1, from the Higher Realms Dragons and Archangel Michael. So Higher Realm Dragons and Archangel Michael, what message do you have for pile number 1? What's the urgent message here that you have for pile number 1? What would you like to come out today? Archangel Michael and the Higher Realm Dragons, what message do you have for pile number 1? I don't know if you can see, but we have the 3rd house just outside the frame here. Okay, we've got Cancer energy, and we've got Neptune. Interesting. There's something hidden here when it comes to a soulmate of sorts. I'm going to say it because it's on my heart, to twin flame. You guys know I don't like to talk about twin flames a whole lot because it's a lot of controversy out there in regards to twin flames, but here we are today. They want me to talk about it, so I am just going to talk about it. There's a lot that's been going on between you and your twin flame on the astral plane, okay? A lot behind the illusion, the wall, the veil, okay? Things that you're not seeing and things that you're not privy to just yet, okay? And they're saying that it's okay for you to live life right now. All right, it's okay for you to nurture yourself. It's okay for you to take care of yourself. You're healing a lot of childhood trauma here with the 3rd house. If you don't resonate with the twin flame journey, then this message is all about healing your twin flame, healing your childhood trauma. Okay, what they're saying here is that there was a lot that happened as a child. Maybe you lost a best friend, or someone passed away when you were really young, or something really traumatic happened to you when you were a child and in elementary school. They're saying that this is the time right now where you're really nurturing that and uncovering the illusions that have been holding you in stagnant energy, that have been holding you in place, that have been pushing you to be what you don't want to be, right? It's like someone squashed your creative ability, or someone here made fun of you for a way that you look, or something happened that made you feel like you couldn't speak your truth. And what they're saying is right now at this time that it is so important for you to really nurture yourself and to be present with what's happening, right? So whatever's going on, just know that it's meant for you to help guide you on the journey. You're not meant to try to control anything, right? It's like just show up, be yourself, and let things unfold. And you're going to start seeing things about yourself that you weren't able to see before. Right? Because most of the time it feels like you're in a place of just really trying to control outcomes and trying to force outcomes. And they're saying, stop trying that. Instead, step back and know that there's no competition here. There's no reason to be in competition with anyone here except for yourself, if that's what you want. But what we're saying is that we want you to step back and allow life to unfold, to continue showing up as the person that you are, and just let people see you here. Because this is helping to nurture the inner mother within you and the inner child. This is also helping the discrepancy that seems to be appearing between you and your mother. I see there's like a big crack between your auras. Like there's no way for you to mend a relationship because there's a big crack between you and her. And that is sometimes very traumatic to us when we're not getting along with our mother, because that's the person who gave us life, or even if it's not, that's the person who we depended on for life, right? And so what we see here is letting go of whatever it is that's holding you back. The addiction to the victim is what I keep hearing right now. And they're wanting you to know that you've done an amazing job here. You're doing so well, and you're building up your psychic abilities. You're really grounding into the mystery of what life could be. But there's something here that you are trying to hold on to control, and they're saying, just don't. Just let it go. Just let everything unfold right now as it is. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to force anyone. Just see what happens, and don't judge anyone in the same process, right? Like, judgment is not going to help you out here. It's absolutely a-okay to use your discernment and your intuition in situations, but to leave the judgment aside in this moment, like not saying, well, my discernment is saying this person is bad for me, and then our immediate emotional ego response is to come in and say, oh, well, that person's toxic, that person does this. They're saying just trust that your discernment and your intuition are saying this person's not good for me right now, and then just move on. Don't try to analyze it, okay? Wow, that was a lot that came through with the dice. So let's move on and get some cards on it and see what else they would like to tell you at this time. And I'm just leaving it up to them. There's really no set question for this reading except what they have to say, okay? So Higher Realm Dragons and Archangel Michael, what further messages would you like to tell pile number 1? Archangel Michael and Higher Realm Dragons, what further messages would you like to tell pile number 1 here? I feel like it's weird because my incense keeps coming over here into my face. Like, it doesn't usually do that. In fact, they got a specific type of incense burner, so it wouldn't do that because I'm not a big fan of choking on the smoke. And it's coming over here, and I feel like it's something like you're choking on your words here. Like, you're not able to speak clearly about something. You're not able to express it in the way that you want to. Or it's like I'm trying to express myself, but it feels like no one's understanding me. And see, as I'm saying this, now the smoke is going straight up. And the symbolism of, if you read smoke, when it's going straight up, that means a direct connection with the divine. And so it's talking about this energy of not letting other people's thoughts or feelings, or not letting the old part of yourself that wants to control the outcome to everything keep you in a small-minded state of worrying about what's next on the journey. We have the Queen of Cups coming out in the reverse. This card wants to come out. Okay, well, let's get one more. What else would you like to say, Higher Realm Dragons and Archangel Michael? Thank you. Alright, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, look, we have the Queen of Coin in the reverse and the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Coin in the reverse can talk about an overbearing mother, someone that was controlling of you, and that's where this controlling energy comes from. It may not be the same way that it was from your mother, right? Like, your mom could have been very ruthless about it, like trying to control everything that you did, wanting to know who you were with, what you were doing, when you were doing it, and every moment of the way. And for you, you may be trying to control outcomes of situations where it's like, I'm trying to manifest this position, and so it's like you're going out of your way to check. Like, it's like, well, I feel like I'm taking initiative, and so every day you're asking your boss, hey, have you heard anything about that position? And you're seeing it as initiative and not seeing it as trying to control the outcome. And so that's what they're saying here. It's like taking a step back and really observing your own actions in the situation here, so that you can better understand the role that you're playing right now, because there's this issue where you had a mother in your life that was not as caring for you as you needed. Someone who's very closed off, someone who was maybe emotionally dependent on you to carry them, and it should have been the other way around. Yeah, and so with the Judgment here, we do see this as family. Oh, that's also why the smoke was coming over here, because this is a mother who doesn't want the dirty laundry to be aired out. Like, oh, no, I'm holding this perfect image. This is who I am. And this is what you're healing. And I feel like if you're in a twin flame situation, this is what the divine masculine is dealing with. And you have also a mirrored situation with this. So the message will pertain to you as well. But that they just wanted me to say that here. And it's just like this fear. It's like, if someone knows that I'm not this perfect image of a mother, then I lose my way. Yeah, and so right here we have, it's so imperative for you to connect with yourself, with self-love, with the divine energy that is, to connect with Source, to really come into this place, to let Source pour this loving light into you. The higher realm dragons and Archangel Michael really trying to pour this love into you, this energy into you. But it's something that's going to take work. It's something that's going to take time to step out of the habit of just letting your feelings and emotions from this situation rule how you're going. And again, it's very subconscious. They want you to know that. Look at this. This could have been a parent and like mother and father with the King of Coins. Wow. This is very telling because this card like flew out of the deck. It just wanted to be seen, even though this one flipped over first. And look, we have the King and Queen of Coins here showing up. So this could have very well been a mother-father situation. This could have been grandparents and a mother. This could have been grandparents and a father. You know, take it as it resonates. But we're seeing here a family situation. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of spiritual defeat here. And third-party instances, right? So it's like maybe you're thinking there's a third-party situation here where there's actually a third-party lover involved. And they're saying, no, that's actually not it. The third party that's involved is a parent. It's someone who is stepping on toes to get what they want from them. And so this is an energy that's sapping out someone's soul life, right? Like it's just, this is an energy vampire. And multiple too. Like we have 3 people here, right? This is like 3 people in this situation. And so this is an urgent message telling you like it's not quite what you think it is. Like maybe you're really mad at your soulmate, or you're really mad at your twin flame here, and you're like, what the heck is going on? And you're like, oh, you just want to go after that young tail, or you just want to go after this person and just sleep with a whole bunch of people, which is being shown here. The lover can refer to being promiscuous, but I'm not getting that energy here. I just really feel like there's a lot of defeat here and a lot of indecisiveness and not being able to move forward. And for those of you that don't resonate with the twin flame journey, this is something that's coming out in your own energy as well. And even if you are on the twin flame journey, this is something that's being mirrored back to you, and saying Archangel Michael and the higher realm dragons are saying this is something that you can absolutely face within yourself and say, I'm no longer going to let my fear of being controlled by someone else put me in situations where I feel like I have to control the outcome. Right? Because when someone's trying to control you, it often puts us in a place of feeling out of control. Like we don't have a choice to make our own decisions, or we can't make our own decisions for fear of whatever. And so it puts us in this really strange place of where we don't have any freedoms here. This is also saying a message here that if you've been cheated on in the past, this is also playing a deep role in how you're showing up for your own life. I do want to get some clarifiers for you here though, so let's see. Archangel Michael and the higher realm dragons, can you please give me a clarifying card for the Queen of Cups? Yeah, so this is a partnership. Let's get some more. Give me a clarifying card for the King of Coins here, please. Thank you. Okay, so we've got the King of Wands. Interesting. All right, may I please have a clarifying card for the Lover in reverse here, please? Okay, yeah, okay, so this is a romantic situation. Okay, yeah, so even with the partnership, I was getting that was a romantic situation. With the King of Wands in the reverse, they're talking about something that has romantically transpired between you and another person. And we're talking about a childhood wound that is keeping this situation from coming into a connection, right? Because with the 3 of Coins in the upright clarifying the Queen of Cups in the reverse, it's showing that someone here is not emotionally available to come into a wanted connection. They're just not, okay? With the King of Wands clarifying the King of Coins in the reverse, we're seeing that you have to be confident to move on from a situation where you wanted romantic success, okay? For right now. Right now, they want you. And that was the message at the beginning. I want you to focus on yourself. I want you to focus this energy back towards yourself. Like you're spending so much time wondering about this person or this situation or even a past situation. and not healing what's being mirrored back to you, which feels like an abandonment wound, which also can stem from the mother wound as well. But I do feel like this plays a part in the mother and the father wound. It's like not being able to motivate yourself when you need to, and also not being able to give yourself the love that you need to, because you're focusing on putting everyone else first, which is understandable. There's no reason to beat yourself up for that. There's no reason to be mad at yourself for that. It's literally just something that happens when you're put into a situation where it feels like here, for a long time, you were this emotional support system for other people in the family. And now it's like, but I want to connect with my twin. I want to connect with my twin. I need my twin flame in my life. Like, I need them because they're the only person that gets me. And while that's nice and all, it really is. First of all, if we're putting it so much pressure on our twin that you're the only person in the world that gets me, we're not allowing our soul tribe to come in. Because we have a whole tribe out there that actually gets us. Down to the core of our being, they get us. Okay? They do. But we're not allowing space for our soul tribe to come in because we're putting so much pressure on our twin. And that's what it's saying here. And so the twin is feeling that. And the twin can't come forward because of that right now, because they're dealing with a really difficult situation. They don't usually do topics about this with other people, but it's interesting because that's the energy that's come through right away from the get-go. Yeah, we have the House of God on the bottom of the deck in reverse, with the 3 of Swords reversed and the 2 of Wands reversed. You have options here to move away from a situation that feels constantly like I make progress and then I go back like 20 steps. I go forward 1 step, I go back 50 steps. But it's not wanting to deal with the reality of that situation here. It's like, yes, there's progress here, but there's also digression as well. And the digression is something that really weighs heavily on your heart. And it's not allowing you to see something clearly here. And so there's this asking you to just like, you know, when you get stuck on a project and you're working so hard on a project and you get to this one part on the project. And it's like, no matter what you try, you're just stuck. And everybody says it. This happens to everybody. I know I've been there. I know my whole family's been there. I know my friends have been there. Like, where they say, maybe you just need to walk away for a little while. Just put it to rest for a while. And then come back and see what happens. See it with fresh eyes. And that's what this feels like. It's like putting it to rest. But it's like no matter how many people tell you that it's okay for you to just pursue something else right now, there's like this pride and arrogance. I'm just going to say what they said. They said arrogance. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. That's not what this is. I'm not trying to be like triggering you, but it is a triggering message. It's like the arrogance coming out that's connected to the emotional ego saying, no, everybody else has it wrong. But honestly, Pile, when I feel like you keep seeing this same message over and over again, and it's like, well, obviously I'm just picking this because it's wrong. And it's like, Source and the higher realms are trying to help you walk away from something right now so you can come back with fresh eyes. It's not to hurt you, like that's not what they want, but the emotional ego is running rampant right now, and that's where the arrogance comes from. It's not that you're an arrogant person, it's just this is something that the emotional ego is holding on to tooth and nail. It doesn't want to let go of it because it's saying like, oh my gosh, I identify with this, and you're asking me to let go of something that I identify with, so why in the world would I listen to you? The emotional ego is built on that castle that's built on the sand, right? So the minute that someone comes in and pokes a hole big enough in the sand, it's all going to come tumbling down, and that's not what the emotional ego wants. And it's understandable. This is a very human thing. No one's here blaming you. They just want to bring this message to you with the highest form of love and saying, we see you as this beautiful, confident individual who's capable of building very strong connections in your life. But right now, you're so focused on one connection that you may be potentially passing by soul family because you're so focused on this one person, or so focused on this one situation, or so focused on this one circumstance. And so the arrogance that comes from the emotional ego, remember, that's not you being arrogant. That is the response that the emotional ego has due to trauma. Okay? And I didn't want to say it, but they won't let me not say it. This whole reading has been very, 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 very Like they're just really poking here, really poking. I don't know how else to explain this. It's just a very strong energy coming through. That's why I said if you didn't catch the intro, definitely catch the intro. So let's see what else comes out for you. Look, we have Jupiter on the bottom. Yeah, we want you to grow and expand. You're set up to have a lot of success, pile 1. You're really set up for this success. And it's yours. But there's something here that's holding you back. Whoa, that card. 1 second. I have to go and grab that. I'm going to pause this. I'll be right back. Okay, that card went flying off of my table and bounced and everything. It landed face down. I didn't look at it. I don't know what it is. So, but what they're saying is that it's like, if you're so focused on this one thing from your past, how can you open up to the new potentials that you want in your life when you're still holding on to the past? And that's what the higher realms, the dragons, would like to tell you. That's what Archangel Michael is trying to tell you. And I feel like Archangel Michael is here today because he's reminding you that it's okay to cut cords. What is meant for you will find you, even if you let it go. We don't want to suffocate the butterfly because we would miss out on the beauty it brings. And that's exactly what it is with this situation, whether that's a twin flame, a soulmate, or a past situation. There's a huge blessing here in you releasing this situation from your energy so that you, pile 1, can become the butterfly. The only one that's suffering, that's being suffocated right now is you, and it's by this emotional egoic hold that you have on everything. And it's coming from, and it's not you to blame, okay? It's not you to blame. This is a very unconscious, oh my gosh, yeah. Let me say the message, please. Okay. It's this very unconscious action that's happening due to a very rough situation from your childhood. Okay, so it's not like they're out here saying, oh, shame on you, pile number 1. No, like, and I'm not here doing that. I'm here passing the message on to you. They're saying, like, we love you so much. We see you as this powerful being. And yet right now you see yourself as, I have to be attached to something, someone, or a situation in order to find happiness, peace, and strength. You're saying that's absolutely not true. You are so much bigger than that. You are so much stronger than that. And for those of you on the twin flame journey, it needs to be said, you are so much more than you are saying that I have to be with my twin, right? You're so much more than your twin. And that's not arrogance, that's not selfishness, that's not anything. It's just, if you cannot find the beauty of who you are without your twin flame, how can you ever expect to find the beauty of who you are together with your twin flame? And that's the conundrum, and that's why it's such a paradox, right? So on the bottom here we have Melalel and Chamua Chuadlu. I don't know, I probably butchered that like crazy, but we have Melalel has spoken. I am the light in the darkness. I will guide you back to divine love. All lower energy must bow before my power. I'm trying to bring you back to divine love. We have the heart chakra energy here. Okay, and number 14 breaks into 5, and 5 is that uncomfortable place of change, right? It's uncomfortable. It's something that's unknown. This is a new part of the journey. I don't know what this feels like, so why should I do it? And that's oftentimes why we stay stagnant, because it's the unknown. But the unknown is also the most powerful place that we can find ourselves in, because the unknown is where the most growth and expansion comes from. So Archangel Michael, what would you like to say on this reading? Okay, I'll get one more. What else would you like to say for pile number 1 on this reading, Archangel Michael? Thank you. On the bottom, we have no fear. Exactly. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. Look, and number 14 again. We have 1414 from 2 different decks. This is incredible already. I'm going to put these over here. I know you can't see them, but I'm just putting them there because, look, the angels of healing are with you, okay? Powerful energy already. This old reading is just next level. On the bottom, we have the rainbow dragon. Brings a leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust. Rediscover wisdom and expect miracles, accept opportunities. And that's what I was saying. It feels like holding on to this belief that it has to be this person in this moment at this time is actually holding you back from making more meaningful connections, the connections that you're meant to be making at this time. Right? And that's difficult because it's like everybody and their mom is saying, as long as I do this, this, and this, then I'm going to connect with this person. Or as long as I do this, this, and this, and I actually don't have to forgive this situation. Or as long as I do this, this, and this situation will just dissolve from my life. But do you see how like all of those situations we're putting in the power of someone else? And Archangel Michael and the higher realm dragons are here to tell you they want you to take your power back. Right? You are so much more powerful than you think you are. And they want you to take that power back. So let's get some archetypes that are at play here. Look, we have the God attribute. The light attribute is benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. And I was just talking about that. And then we have the shadow as despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. See, and that's what they want you to walk away from, is this control. It's this controlling aspect. I can control the outcome. Oh, well, the spiritual community has told me that if I heal myself, then my twin flame will appear in my life physically in the 3D. Well, I've been healing myself for 10 years and my twin flame hasn't shown up. So obviously I'm the problem. So I'm going to continue to try and control this situation rather than just focusing on it for yourself. Why do you have to do healing in order to bring your twin in? Why can't you just heal for the sake of being a better version of yourself? Is that not good enough? Are you not good enough for yourself? Like, that's just so, it breaks my heart right now. Just thinking that that's the energy that's coming through. It's like this energy, it's like breaking my heart. Because it's saying, it's like, I'm only good enough when I have this label, or I'm only good enough when I have this situation, or I'm only good enough when I manifest this. Aren't you good enough now without that stuff? We have the mystic. The light attribute is revels in the intimate union with the divine. Look, this is powerful stuff. And then we have the shadow as the delusional rapport with the divine. Okay, so don't get caught up in the delusion that something is wrong with you and that's why you're twin, or that's why this situation hasn't worked out. That is absolutely incorrect. But the more that people resonate with that, and I feel like especially empaths, we resonate with that a lot because our whole lives we've been the one that's felt at fault for everyone else's problems. And so it's easy to just translate that now into the journey that we're on. And it's like, oh, but I'm healing, but it's still somehow my fault that I'm not where I need to be. What if you were right where you needed to be in this moment? What does that do? What does that change for you, asking yourself that question? And explore that a little bit. We have the king energy on the bottom. We have enlightened, benevolent leader, benefiting those in your charge. And the shadow is excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. And I feel like this is that arrogance of the ego that was coming through, that they're being, it's just like your ego is evolving with you as you're evolving. And it's just found new creative ways to keep you small and inside this box. And that's why our journey is not about healing. Our journey is about self-awareness. And that is so much more profound than healing in and of itself. Look, we have the yin energy with Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces. Intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. So you're gaining a bigger, clearer connection with Source, especially with the God and the mystic archetypes coming out here. You're gaining a much clearer connection, but there's still a part of you that's holding on, that it has to be whatever this over here is that you're holding on to. And you're going to know, like, if this reading is resonating with you, you know what that situation is. You know already, since we've been going on this, you know what that is. Okay, so we have your vibration is rising. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. You can't make this up. This is a real thing. You are connecting on a higher vibration here, but there's just something that's tugging you back into an old way of being, that when you just let it go, you're going to feel a lot better. I can promise you that. It says, take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome you truly desire. Exactly. So what you want. It doesn't have to be the person, it's the idea, right? They're saying let go of the person and open to the idea. It's not that they're not going to bring the person that you want. It's just saying when you focus so much on the person, you lose sight of the idea, the goal, what you actually desire. And then you begin to put this person on a pedestal and you begin to idolize this person, and it begins to make you feel all sorts of weird ways and get you lost in your thoughts. So the key here is to focus on your desired outcome, not on the person. Okay? So we have, look, Source is even coming in here. We have Source Dragon. Attunes you to the infinite. Be still. In the silence, magic can happen. Be in the moment. 30:33 on the clock. Okay, we're trying to bring you into this, like, you're a very psychic person. You're very intuitive, pile number one. You have a huge abundance of gifts. And Source is just trying to align you with your journey of manifestation. But there's this one thing that's holding you back. And it's like when you face that, Archangel Michael and the higher realm dragons are here to help you let that go. And then we have Venus and Diam Chanin. With the beauty of love lies in its wildness. Be daring and embark upon journeys with your dragon. I feel like this is confirming, don't be afraid to step into the unknown, whatever that is. Okay, so let's take a look at your dragon oracle card and see what comes through. Wow. Look, we have number 4, and I don't know if you saw the intro, but 44 came out. It was on the bottom before I even started, and so I mentioned it. We have Pride of the Fallen with Hellish Trials. This has been really difficult for you. This has been an incredibly difficult journey, and I feel like that's why it's so easy for you to take on the blame. Like, obviously there's something wrong with me because I keep going through all these difficult things, but that's not the case at all. Okay? This is connected with Angel Malik, Chief of the Angels of Hell, governs the law of the trials. The element is fire burns away self-deception. Wow. Can we just start with that? Hello. Oh my gosh. That's why this is such a powerful deck. This deck is next level. It says the gentle yet persistent tapping of the elegant, shiny ebony clod of a patient yet smug and devilish blue being in the shadows reaches your ears. But this dragon waits, bidding its time. It knows your weaknesses and knows your fears. But most of all, it knows the path to your downfall. It whispers from the shadows, addiction, indulgence, temptation. In doing so, it highlights what may be your overdependence on and seduction by material and physical pleasures. It's sinfully tantalizing, isn't it? Devilish almost. When this dragon appears, you're being advised to stop, drop your shoulders, breathe deeply, take stock of your current situation. Are you living in fear, caged in, or dominated by your own obsessions? Wow. Do you harbor an obsession with someone else, perhaps? I cannot make this energy up. What is happening right now? Or is there an area of your life that devours your whole being? Are you being deceived? This is a challenging question to answer at best of times, but a poignant and essential one nonetheless. Caution is advised. You are on trial, and it's up to you to determine who the judge, jury, and executioner are in this courtroom. Will you pass this devilish test? This is about you finding security with who you are in your journey. It's not about this other person. It's about you, pile one. And that's the message that they're bringing to you today. And I know this is not what everyone wants to hear. And I get that. But I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. And that's exactly why they made me the channel the way that I am. I'm not here to paint you this beautiful rainbowy picture. I'm here to paint you a truthful situation of what's going on so that you can help heal yourself and you can become the strength that you are so rightfully deserving of, okay? It's not this person. It has to do with you finding out who you are on this path, and that's difficult because everyone else is telling me, no, it's okay to be obsessed with this person. No, it's okay for me to focus on this person. No, it's okay for me to focus on XYZ. Right? But they're wanting you to bring the focus back to yourself and back to this incredible connection that you have with the divine. Okay, it's not that you're in the wrong. There's nothing wrong about this. It's just that sometimes you need to walk away so that you can let something rest and become whatever it's meant to become. See it with new eyes, right? So this is what I see for you here. If you feel like this is your reading, I'm just going to say this. Leave the little devil emoji down below and say, I passed the hellish trials of my life knowing that I'm gathering strength and becoming completely self-aware of my own actions. And if this resonated with you, it means so much to me for you to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all those links below in the description box in order to do so. You can email me for a personal reading. You can follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify at Scatter Love Radio. You can even join as a member. And I would love to see you on memberships, but if not, thank you so much for your continued support here. I am going to go ahead and leave this message here. And I do want to take a quick second to give a shout out to Archangel Michael and the Higher Realm Dragons for coming through, and Source, your guides, your spirit messengers, your angels, and my spirit guides for all coming together to give us this powerful message. And until next time, pile number 1, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow humans. If you were drawn to this beautiful clamshell, or if you were drawn to this card during this shuffle, then this is going to be your message from the Higher Realm Dragons and Archangel Michael. First, I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey, this channel, this ever-growing tribe. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you. For those of you new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Should these messages happen to resonate with you, it means so much to me if you're to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Truly do love hearing from those of you that take a moment to share your stories. And also, if you did not, I do recommend catching the intro because it does explain what's going on with this reading further in depth. With that being said, though, I do want to say quickly, this could contain triggering messages. Pile 1 was pretty insane, but I don't have a specific question that I'm asking them. I'm letting them bring down the urgent messages that they want to say at this time, okay? So we're going to go ahead and hop to and find out. Archangel Michael and Higher Realm Dragons, what message do you have for pile number 2 today? What is the important message that you have for pile number 2 today? Higher Realm Dragons and Archangel Michael, what is the important message that you have for pile number 2? Okay, so we've got Capricorn, 11th house, and the Sun coming through here. Interesting. I keep hearing this song. Here comes the sun, na 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 na. Here comes the sun, and I said, it's alright. So, yeah, I feel like the sun is shining on you, pile number 2. You know, it's interesting. You're about to connect with people. Okay, you're about to connect with people who mean something on your journey, if you haven't already. Okay, it's like this is something that is going to be built over time. This is not like, yes, there might be an instant connection, but it's like you're going to take time to build some sort of connection here. This could be online as well. It feels like you're building something with someone online, and together I feel like you're going to work together. Okay? Either that, or you're connecting with people who are going to help support a business that you have online. Like this is followers. This is like finally getting recognition and praise. It's like dreams. Your dreams are coming true. Your wishes, your hopes. It's like you're connecting with people that are going to take you to the next level. So whether that's soul tribe that you're connecting with, that you're going to be working with, this could also just be followers online that you're connecting with that are going to help lift your business or your online presence to the next level, because you're being seen, especially with the sun here. It's like people are seeing you. You are a leader. People are seeing the greatness that you bring. They're seeing the potential that you have, that you're giving them, and that you're serving them with this higher purpose in mind. And you've had a lot of time to put forth the effort towards this. Like you've been very hardworking, very disciplined, very strategic in the way that you've shown up. There's a lot of stability here. They do want you to focus on not being so pessimistic as well, like making sure that you are overcoming any sign of, you know, cynicism or self-limiting beliefs, to really focus on where is it that I'm feeling like I don't believe in myself, where is it that I don't feel like I can lift myself up, because right now you're being seen, right? It's like maybe it's not in the way that you imagined, maybe it's not as quickly as you imagined it would be, but you're being seen, and you're being seen by people who are going to be there for a very long time. These are people who are going to get you to a new level here, and they're just saying, like, you've worked hard for this. Don't be the hindrance in your journey for not believing in yourself because it didn't happen on your time frame. We want you to know divine timing is a very real thing. It happens in Source's time. And we're here to guide you towards this belief system, knowing that you are a very powerful leader in your right. So we're going to get some more information on this and see what comes through. But I keep feeling like there is a block, there's a hindrance here of feeling negative towards self. It's interesting. Yeah, feeling like you have to make yourself smaller. Like the Ace of Wands is coming out. It just like stuck to my finger and poked out of the deck. So we have the Ace of Wands. Like they're trying to inspire you to see your worth and your value right now. And so you're in a very prosperous time. You're moving on to bigger roads. You're moving on to something that is going to be more aligned with you. I feel like you're getting, this could be a new project, or this could be moving away from someone or something that's just not aligned with your highest good. So let's see, Archangel Michael and Higher Realm Dragons. What further messages would you like to tell pile number 2 here? So I'm leaving it to them to bring out whatever it is that they want to talk about. So Archangel Michael and Higher Realm Dragons, what messages do you have for pile number 2? What more would you like to talk about? Okay, thank you. What else would you like to talk about here? Yeah, it has something to do with your stability. You're like focusing on your stability here. So for pile number 2, Archangel Michael and Higher Realm Dragons, what would you like to tell pile number 2? Okay. Not feeling like you're making it in the progress that you want to make. What else would you like to say here? Thank you. Yeah. Okay. This is making sense. Now I see the hindrance. You could have Capricorn in the 10th house. You could have Capricorn in Saturn. You could have even Capricorn and Jupiter's energy that's coming through here for some reason. Okay. Just thank you. And they want this one to clarify it, so I'll take it. I wasn't going to do 4 cards today, but that's all right. Yeah, look. So we have the 8 of Cups on the bottom, family frustrations, and I got family when I was shuffling and I didn't say it, and I wish I had, but that's okay. We're over it now. We're here. They're showing me it is family that's having an issue here. This could be the mother wound coming out, or you're dealing with a Cancer or Pisces in your life that is close, it's family that's keeping you small, there's a lot of dangers there. It's like this is someone who maybe puts on a smile on their face, but then when they're not around you, they're doing things behind your back, and you're very aware of those things. You're very psychically in tune to those things because you're connected with this person all the time. Like they're in your energy all the time, and so you're very aware of this person's actions, and it's making you feel defeated, like you're not doing enough. Yeah. With the King of Swords here, feeling like you're not doing enough. You've definitely set up some strong boundaries. You've had to tell this person off at time or two, but I do feel like this person's still in your energy. Like there's some sort of deeper connection here that you're not just able to walk away from. But it's interesting because the energy that I keep getting from the dice and what they're showing here with the cards is this, like, this person doesn't believe that you can, and that is what's weighing on your heart and soul. It's like you know you can in your heart of hearts, but mentally, it's like this person weasels their way into your mind and convinces you that you're not able to, and that's where the danger's lurking. It's like in the subconscious. This person knows how to play you like that. What's peeking out? Yeah, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, and behind that, the Ace of Cups. This is interesting energy here. Is this saying like you've come a long way, you've done self-love, you've really worked on your journey, you've worked on yourself, and worked on focusing on where you want to be, but this person doesn't like that. It's like this person sees you coming up, and it's a fear that you're going to overcome and be better than they are. And so they're doing everything in their power to make you feel small. But it's interesting because what they're doing, it's not their fault. And that may not sit well with a lot of you, pile 2. It's not their fault. They're being triggered by you. Okay. With the 3 of Swords here and the Devil in the reverse, we see this energy of this is a self-fulfilling prophecy within that's saying, I'm not good enough. I don't have enough resources. I don't have enough, influence. I don't have enough of something, right? And so getting caught up in the idea of your worth is only dictated by the money, the possessions, or the material value that you have in your life with the Devil. And also feeling like, you're making good progress all of a sudden one day, and then all of a sudden that progress kind of slows down. And the reason that progress is slowing down is because it's like they're trying to show you, Archangel Michael and the higher realm dragons are trying to show you that your worth is not tied to physical value, physical things. Like your value is because you're alive, because you're this amazing creature that was put here on this earth. You're perfection in Source's eyes, right? There's nothing wrong with you, even though you've had people your whole life convince you that there is something wrong with you. And so we're trying to help you heal this because we don't want you to end up going back and doing kind of like the ha-ha in this person's face. Like, ha-ha, I'm rich. Ha-ha, I have everything I want. Ha-ha, I'm successful. They just don't want that. And that's sometimes what the emotional ego does because it's spiteful and petty like that. Right? And it's not like we're doing it to be annoying, and we're not doing it to hurt people. We're just doing it because it's like, you spent so much time telling me I couldn't, and I'm telling you I did. And it's like that want of that underlying like resentment is coming to play here. And so they're saying like, you're actually much more than that. And so we slow you down so that you can work through. It's like every time you come to a slowdown, there's actually something that you're working through. And so it's absolutely a necessary part of the journey. Yeah, we have the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, clarified, wow, by the World in the reverse. There's an absolute obstinate refusal to change here. Okay, like I feel like this person is very good at growing with you as you're growing, but the opposite way. So it's like this is someone who's used to being super manipulative and super like overbearing, and they get their way, and so they're seeing you grow and they don't like that, and so they're trying to find new ways to manipulate you. This person is extremely conceited. This person is wanting you to fail, but it's like Source is trying to tell you with the 3 of Swords in the reverse here, I'm bringing you to a standstill so you can work through the triggers. But there's something that's coming out here where it's saying that you're in this energy of like blaming this person. It's like, if just this person wasn't in my life like they are, I would be so much further along. Maybe that would be true, but it's not the case. And if it's not the case, then it means that there's something there that we can work through for ourselves. It's not about trying to fix this person. It's not about trying to fix your relationship with this person. It's not about trying to make things come together here. It is literally about seeing the situation as a blessing for future hardships, that you get through this. What else is there to get through? What else is going to be hard like this? Nothing. Because you're going to get through one of the hardest things that has to do with something close to heart here. Again, it could be very much a Pisces, a Cancer energy. It could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or a Leo. Could be a Capricorn. It could be a Libra. Okay? It doesn't have to be. But let's get some clarifiers here and see if they can give us some further information. Would you please clarify the 3 of Swords in reverse? Please clarify the 3 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, okay. The 3 of Cups in reverse. Wow. That makes a lot of sense here. And like the 5 of Wands is falling out in the reverse again. In the reverse again. This person is so used to you being their emotional dumping ground. Like they're so used to just pouring all their emotions on you and you going out of your way to make them feel better. Whether or not you did, it doesn't matter. It's just this person's used to you being there and giving them everything that they need. Yep, there we go. There it is. This is a manipulator. Okay. I'm not here to diagnose a person. This just, the Three of Wands in the reverse talks about someone who's extremely manipulative. Okay, they're just so used to manipulating people because this is someone who has, is that what they call the hero complex? Like they always need someone, you know, like, oh, I'm always saving someone and I need people to feel bad for me because I'm saving someone, and people are taking advantage of me because I saved them and they never give back to me. It's also the victim, you know, playing the victim. Like this person likes people to feel sorry for them while also picturing them as some great person that comes to the rescue for everyone else. Because this person plays a very misleading life, because if someone were to actually look beyond the mask, they would see that this person is not being honest at all. This person is not being truthful at all. And I feel like for you, you're about to come up into this very, very successful time, pile 2. You're about to see things come together for you. And it's frustrating because it's like this person keeps triggering you. And it's like every time you get triggered, it feels like everything comes to a standstill. I feel like what Archangel Michael and the higher realm dragons are trying to tell you here is that when you let go of the attachment to this person and really just detach emotionally from this situation, you're going to feel a whole lot lighter. You're going to feel a whole lot better. And you're not going to feel like this person has so much control over you. But it's especially if this is like a parent who knows you through and through, like they know what your buttons are, they're going to keep pushing those buttons. And if your buttons are getting fewer and far between, they're going to find new ways to push those buttons so that you come running to lift them up emotionally, because that's what they want. They're getting it from other sources. Okay, they are getting it from other sources, but they don't get it like they got it from you. However you are, you're super compassionate, you're super understanding, you're super loving, you're super caring. No one around them is like you. And of course, you're one of a kind. No one is going to be like you. So they're not ever going to experience that from someone else. Okay, and so this person is very much in this place of, they're very greedy. They want your energy. Wow, excuse me. And they're going to go out of their way to do it, okay? And that's what it's saying. It's like your value is so much more than what this person is putting on you. And I feel like this person has forced you to believe that you're only good enough when you have X amount of dollars in your bank account, or when you're driving this type of car, when you own this type of house. And that is not true. And that's what Archangel Michael and the dragons are here to tell you, is that your worth is because you're alive. You have life right now, and that's your worth. And that's the only thing you should ever attach your worth to, is the fact that you are alive. And that means that you're worthy of everything. And it sounds so weird, but it's the truth. You were blessed with life. Do you know how rare that is? It's not what you do. It's not what you make. Yes, it comes down to who you choose to be and what you choose to give out into the world, but it's so much more than that. Okay, look, we have the moon in the reverse on the bottom again. You have a lot of repeat cards coming out here. A lot of repeat cards coming out here. We have the Ten of Wands. This is someone who you thought was going to be there through thick and thin. Yeah, this is someone who's tricking you. Look, this is someone who is not emotionally unstable. This is someone who believes in one-sided love. Look at all these emotional cards coming out here. Right? Like, this is very, very very attached to your heart chakra. This is very much, this person has played your emotions like a fiddle for a long time. And don't, I'm not saying that to make you feel bad. Okay, that's not what I'm not trying to make you feel bad. This person just knows how to do that. Right? It's like when you know someone in and out, and you know what makes them feel bad, and you know what makes them feel guilty, and you know what gets them to engage. And so what they're saying here is to disengage. Disengage. Like, it doesn't matter. This person knows that if they come to you with politic talk, and they know that you're going to get involved in it, and you're going to say your opinion, and you're going to get into it with them about politics, every time they come to you with something about politics, just disengage. Just be like, oh, that's interesting. Say nothing. Don't engage in the conversation. They don't want you to get involved in that, because you have other things that you need to be worrying about, because you're about to come up into a very successful time. And this person knows that, okay? Heavily Piscean energy. You could be a Pisces. You could have Pisces in the 8th house, in the 9th house, the 5th house, the 3rd house. You could have Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You could have Capricorn, North Node. You could have Capricorn in the 6th house, the 3rd house, and the 5th house is what's coming through for me here, okay? I know that's not going to resonate with everyone, but that is for those of you that just need that additional confirmation. So we really have this energy that's coming through, though, that this person is just very much in their guilt, and they want other people to live in this guilt with them. They don't want to see you be successful, and so I feel like they make you feel shame. And they guilt trip you into giving them your time and your energy. And it's like, why do I hear this? This is someone who might buy your love. This is someone who might take you places and expect you to return that in the form of being there for them emotionally. And your emotions are not for sale. Okay, I just want to say that they're not. They're not for sale. Nothing about you is for sale like that. You don't owe anybody anything just because they buy you something. Okay, that's not how this works. This is not a transactional situation. It's just not. But this is someone who's incredibly manipulating, and this is someone who's in the devil in the reverse. They're not going to see things from your way. They're stuck in their own pity party that's an ongoing situation, and no one makes them feel as good as you do. Well, that's part of the natural consequence. It's like, if they're not going to give back to you emotionally, spiritually, and mentally the way that you need, the natural consequence is that you just don't get that much access to my energy. Not a big deal. We don't have to make a big deal about it. I don't have to yell at you. I don't have to curse you out. I don't have to tell you off. It's just, that's how it works. Look, we have the moon. Could be a Cancer as well. Wow, my left eye is like burning right now. It's like, this person, you know who this person is. Source is saying, you know who this person is. Archangel Michael and the Dragons are saying, you know who this person is. Don't let them get involved with your emotions like that. When the moon come out 3 times on your reading. Satisfy emotional needs. Nurture yourself and others. I'm going to put this out. Look, in house 2. I can't make this up. Self-worth. Self-worth. I don't even need to read anything else there. Self-worth. This person plays on your worth like a fiddle. They do. Operator, won't you put me on through? Send my love down to Baton Rouge. Hurry up, won't you get her on the line? I want to talk to my girl just one more time. Yeah, they just playing you like a fiddle. Like, that's how it is. Like, I'm just going to try and confuse them so that they do what I want. I don't know why that song came through, so maybe that means something to someone. I don't know who sings it. That was what came through all of a sudden, okay? So we have Sheridwin and Baldwin with number 22. See the wonders around you and honor this incarnation. The here and now is a stage on which you will encounter and learn to love yourself. Exactly. So the whole reason that you're experiencing this right now is to learn how to love yourself. This is where you're learning something, okay? You're learning something of value. And this is a difficult situation, right? It's like everybody wants to be told, tell me when it's going to end. Tell me when they're going to get out of my life. But the truth is if you don't show up, how can Source ever meet you halfway? You got to show up and do the work. Like, that's just the way it works. On the bottom with the cat joker, the time has come for action. You will receive all only by being prepared to give all. And that also includes giving to yourself. Always cracks me up when the cat jokers show up. It's just so funny. There's 2 in the deck, and it just makes me laugh every time they show up. Okay, Archangel Michael, what would you like to tell pile number 2? What messages do you have here for pile number 2? Now I have that song stuck in my head. Okay, thank you. On the bottom, we have, you are ready for more. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make changes you've been contemplating. Things are growing. Things are growing. You're doing well. Things are going good. Okay? Trust that. Trust that things are going to work out for you. But don't get tangled up with whatever this person's got going on. This person does not have your highest good in mind. Okay? They just have what they want. That's it. They want what they want, and they don't care who they bowl over in the process. And they're so used to getting what they want from you. And now they're doing everything. It's like a desperation. They're coming in desperation. We have the healer. This makes so much sense. We have the light attributes. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. The ability to help transform pain into healing. Look, the shadows, taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. And I feel like that's exactly what this person does, is they wait for people to need help and they take advantage of them. It's like, I'll be the person that helps you as long as you give me what I want. If you don't give me what I want, I'm going to give you the silent treatment. I'm not going to be there for you anymore. I'm not going to treat you like an actual person. I'm going to yell at you. I'm going to treat you like crap, whatever it is, right? And they don't want to care for oneself. It's like you're this very healing energy around them, and they want that back in their life, and they're not getting it the way that they want. And so this person might be throwing a fit. We have the gold and silver violet flame dragon. Transmute the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. Healing, healing, healing. Okay, a lot of healing, especially with the moon energy here. A lot of healing. So let's see what's on the bottom here. We've got blue dragon from the Pleiades, and you might resonate with the Pleiadian stars as a Pleiadian starseed. Prepares you to accept source healing. Accept a heart activation. Give and receive heart healing. Wow, that's why this person, like, healing is something that's massive. It's like pouring out from you, and this person doesn't know how to access it the way that they want, okay? And that's fine, whatever, but they're just saying, like, right now it's important for you to limit communication with this person, limit the time that you give this person. Like we have Uranus energy here connecting with the 11th house. Radically change. There's something that's about to radically change for you in your energy field. I do feel like it does have to do with your career and your success. I just heard upstaging. So that just came in so loud right now. We have 25 here. Put your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. So you're doing a good job at creating something amazing here. And then we have, look, this came out in pile number 1 too. Take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. Yeah, don't focus on this person. Don't focus on what they're doing to you. Don't focus how they're showing up. It doesn't matter. They're going to show up however they're going to show up. You focusing on them takes vital energy away from your journey, your dreams, and your goals. So remember that. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your energy, your effort, okay? We're trying to draw away from that. So give that back to yourself. We have the Liberator. Light attributes are freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. The Shadow is imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. And this absolutely goes hand in hand. This is exactly how this person is in the Shadow. You're very much in this light attribute. You're letting go of the negative thoughts there, and they want you to continue to let that go. The angel, Archangel Michael, and the dragons are here to help you release that. And then we have Queen. Radiates the regal feminine and uses her benevolent authority to protect others. The Shadow becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling, and demanding. Okay, so this person is feeling challenged by you right now because you're standing in a very powerful place. Okay, don't dim your light because this person's uncomfortable, or these people. It does feel like one person. But don't dim your light because this person's uncomfortable. Let yourself shine. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be the leader you are. Let's take a look at your Dragon Oracle card. We have Serendipitous, Pride of the Heavenly. This was the first card that I drew when I got this deck. Number 30. All right. So, let me set this up so I can read it right. It says, you're connected to Cashapp, Angel of Grace and Favor, ensures that chances in your favor. See, things are coming together for you. The element is ether and air, embody the intangible nature of serendipity. This heavenly beast resembles a unicorn, but is a dragon nonetheless, with 2 unicorn-like horns lining its forehead and the sweet face of a pony, timid and shy. It shuffles back and forth as it interacts with other celestial beasts, just as unicorns and other dragons. It recognizes both as kin and straddles the fine line between the two races of mythical beings. This unusual serendipitous dragon comes from a place within a glimmer of a moment captured in a single pulse of light. It is the embodiment of serendipity. Those moments we often confuse for coincidental chance and just push aside. This dragon sees all possibilities flowing from a single chance moment and aligns us perfectly to the most advantageous outcome for our higher purpose. This dragon appears to remind us that moments of alignment are not something we can force or foresee. They are fleeting, yet their effects are felt across the realms, and one must not struggle against the tide of destiny. Place your trust in this all-seeing dragon to guide you through serendipity and through moments of life that are momentary and swift but hold tremendous purpose and heavenly guidance. The next time serendipity shows up in your life, seize the moment and be grateful for the opportunities this dragon arranges for you from the heavens above. So you're seeing a lot of synchronicities. You're seeing a lot of things come together. I mean, look at your reading all in all. I mean, you've got the moon 3 times. You've got healing energy from 3 different cards here. I mean, the serendipities on this reading, the coincidences, the synchronicities are unreal for you. And so I feel like that's just a reminder to you that you are on the right path. You're doing the right thing, and that both the higher realm dragons and Archangel Michael are helping you to leave behind a situation that might be a bit tyrannical and come into this place of really just letting yourself be seen. Okay? This is a very, very powerful reading. If you felt like this was your reading, leave the little moon emoji down below and say, I choose to lean into my healing light, knowing that I am a leader and that I am creating the life of my dreams. And if it resonated with you, it means so much to me for you to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all those links in the description box. Oh, excuse me. You can email me for a personal reading. You can follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify at Scattered Love Radio. You can even join as a member, and I would love to see you on memberships, but if not, thank you so much for your continued support here. I do want to give a shout out to Archangel Michael and the higher realm dragons for coming through on this reading. I want to say thank you to your guides, your spirit messengers, your angels, source, and my spirit guides for giving us this amazing, amazing reading, pile number 2. And until next time, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of lapis lazuli, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be a reading from the higher realm dragons and Archangel Michael. I do suggest that you check out the intro because it does explain this reading further in depth as to why we're doing that today. But for those of you that are here, I want to say thank you to those that continue to be a supportive part of this journey, this channel, this ever-growing tribe. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and this space with you. And for anybody that is new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Should these messages happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. For those of you that do leave a comment, I truly do love hearing from you. It means so much to me for those of you that take the time to share your story here. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and hop to it and find out what are the messages from Archangel Michael and the higher realm dragons for pile number 3. So higher realm dragons and Archangel Michael, what messages do you have for pile number 3 today? What messages do you have for pile number 3, Archangel Michael and higher realm dragons? What would you like to come through for them today? Also, I would like to say that these messages might be triggering. They've been pretty intense so far, so just putting that out there. We've got the 9th house Cancer energy and the North Node. Okay. I heard spiritual success. So maybe some of you are trying to build a spiritual business, or you're just on the journey of spiritual enlightenment, and it does look like you are following your North Node. You're doing exactly what you're meant to be doing. This could also be for those of you in higher education, For those of you that are traveling, for those of you that are in divination, for those of you that are in religious studies, for anyone that is a lawyer, paralegal, in the law industry, philosophy as well. I heard history major coming through also. So there's something here that you do have a lot of passion about, that they want to highlight, that you're really loving. There's a lot of growth and expansion here and a lot of abundance. You spent a ton of time nurturing this. You spent a ton of time just putting in the effort to take care of this. It's like taking care of your baby, right? It's something that you grew from the start to where you are now. So it's like they're showing me like a master's or a PhD. So it's like you started school, you had to start somewhere, and now you're getting like this massive degree. Or for those of you that have learned divination, it's like you had to start out and you didn't know anything, and now you know so much about it, or astrology or anything like that. Like, it's just something that you've been studying and you've been working at for a long time, and there's been a lot of effort and time and energy put into this. And so you've definitely nurtured it, you've definitely taken care of it. And I feel like so many of you still wonder, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right journey? We have North Node here showing that you are stepping into the unknown. You are going towards your fated path, right? So most of that comes from how you're feeling about yourself. So the more that you dig into this and the more that you feel grounded in yourself, the more likely it is that you're going to align with your North Node energy. And it does feel like you've had to deal with codependencies as well in your life, and so letting go of those codependencies will help free you up to put more time towards your projects and your learning. I know that that's scary for so many too, because it's like, whoa, but this is just kind of the way that things have been. It's odd that they're highlighting codependency energy here, but that's what's coming through. Just saying that it's okay for you to let go, and if the person that you have a shared codependency with doesn't like it, that is not your fault. That is not anything to do with you. It's just them experiencing their own disconnect from that thing that they've been dependent on for so long, and that's something that they have to work through themselves. And so you have to let them work through that. If you're going to encourage someone to heal, you can't do that healing for them. And they're showing here that as you continue to let go of what it was that maybe you had a codependency with, or that you had some sort of attachment to, and really nurture yourself here, really taking care of the inner child and doing the things that matter to your inner child, the more you're going to align with your North Node energy as well. So you're doing a good job right now, pile number 3, and that's the main message that's coming through, is that you're doing a phenomenal job. They don't want you to stop. And I feel like sometimes we just need to hear that, you know, like, wow, I am doing a good job, okay? You know, we don't hear it oftentimes the way that we want to. What fell out here? So we have the 3 of Wands that fell out of the deck. Yeah, so you're making progress. You're going through, it's like through the trial of fire. That's what I just heard. You're going through the trial of fire. You may have resonated with another pile. I'm not going to say which one, but if you were drawn to 2 piles, definitely check out that other pile if you feel called to watch it, okay? It's never a requirement to watch more than one pile, but as always, if you've stuck it out with me through all 3 piles, leave a purple heart down below. I know what that means. That's specifically designated for those of you that watch all 3 piles. And just say I made it. I truly do appreciate that. So, Archangel Michael and Higher Realm Dragons, what more would you like to tell pile number 3 today? Higher Realm Dragons and Archangel Michael, what more would you like to tell pile number 3? A lot of emotions coming through here. A lot of watery energy. You could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or have a moon, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio moon. Yeah, it's just a lot of emotions. It's a lot of excitement as well. Like, something you're doing is bringing a lot of excitement. Feels like you're just really excited about the next steps. There's a lot of effort that's going into it. What else would you like to tell pile number 3, Archangel Michael and Higher Realm Dragons? Okay, thank you. Wow. All right. Thank you. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We've got the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you've had to carry a lot of responsibilities in the past, it feels like. And with the Two of Wands in the upright, it's just showing like you've always had opportunities, you know, and options. I feel like the Two of Wands is an interesting card because it doesn't really matter if it's in the upright or the reverse. It's just always talking about options. You know, it's whether or not you're taking action towards those options, or you're just wondering and sitting back and staring at those options like, should I take it? You know? And, you know, with the Knight of Coins in the reverse, there's always like this fear of not having enough money, worrying about the things that are material right here with the World. But you get a chance to close out this cycle from someone in the past that told you it had to be a certain way. Yeah, this definitely resonates with some of the other energies that we've had, but it's just talking about you've had a lot of responsibilities with the Ten of Wands here. You've had a ton of responsibilities in the past, but you're overcoming the negative connections. Yeah, with the Sun, and that's that codependency energy that was coming through. It's like the Sun in the reverse talks about being hemmed into a situation that you feel like you can't get out of. Like there's just too much going on, and yet there are options available to you. And it's so symbolic too, because if you look at this, there's this wall behind these two boys here, right? And the wall is not that tall. Like all you have to do is climb over it. Like you basically have to step over it. You're fine. You're good. But when we have it in the reverse here, that wall, it feels like it's a mountain. It feels like it's unsurmountable. And then we have the Six of Cups here. You have this opportunity to come into a place of connection with someone. You know, the Six of Cups is a very romantic card by nature, but it doesn't have to be romance. Not everybody's on the journey to romantic love, and I can appreciate that. And so when we have here with the Love card coming through, it's just talking about that you can move into a connection here that's equal give and take, emotionally, spiritually. There's more of that unknown, the watery emotional side of things. Not so much mental. I do feel like they will obviously be there with you mentally, but it's so much deeper than just a mental connection. And it's definitely not something that is reliant upon a physical connection here. This is something that's a heart-centered connection that's coming through here. And it's overcoming the negativity when dealing with the situation at hand where you're feeling stuck in a certain situation, or you're feeling like bogged down by someone in your energy. It's interesting because it's like your reading is pretty straightforward, but I actually want to go ahead and start getting some clarifiers out. It just feels really early in your reading to get clarifiers, but I just feel like we need to. So for the Five of Swords, can we please get a clarifying energy for the Five of Swords? Look into this. Okay, so we've got the Hangman coming out. Yeah. This is the perspective that you have. You know, and the Five of Swords in the Tarot Marseille is really a positive card, okay? It talks about overcoming things in a positive way, not letting the negativity get to you anymore, not letting it eat you up from the inside out, you know, and we talk about the mind connection of the Swords cards, and this is talking about not letting it get to your mind state as well and bringing you into a place of self-doubt or self-worry or, you know, like self-sabotage is really the energy. And so with Hangman energy coming out to clarify the Five of Swords, it's all about how you choose to approach this situation. With the Sun energy, it's how you choose to approach it. Okay, you can continue down the path that you've always continued on. You can be in that energy of like, well, it's, you know, a codependent situation. They're not getting their stuff together. I feel really stuck. There's nothing I can do. Or you can say, what are my options? And then ask yourself, your higher self, your, you know, your guides, your angels, Archangel Michael, the higher realm dragons, ask them for a solution. What is the solution that's available to me? What are my options? And wait and see what comes through, because they will come through, right? Right now, it's like just changing the way you're seeing this will help you immensely. And it will let go of the responsibility that you're holding on to when it comes to this. Anytime the Ten of Wands comes out in the reverse, we're talking about responsibilities that are not yours to hold. And really with this energy, what I'm getting is that this has to do with the way that other people are feeling about whatever it is that you're doing. You're carrying that emotion and it's not yours to carry. That's theirs to deal with, right? And I love Tabitha Brown because she always talks about, she's like, oh, well, if people are going to make fun of me, that's not my business. That's their business, right? If people are going to hate on me because I'm doing what I'm doing, that's not my business. That's their business. And so it's coming through right now. It's like saying, just let it be their business. It's not your business if they're trying to make you feel bad, right? You can, well, they're trying to make me feel bad. Yeah, but it's not your business. Just because they feel that way doesn't mean that you have to feel that way. right? Just because they feel upset because you're chasing your dream, that doesn't mean that you have to be upset by chasing your dream. You're doing what you need to do. You're doing what you want to do. You're pursuing the life that you desire. That is not your business to feel the way that someone else feels about you, because that's how they feel. That's theirs to deal with. That's their bucket to go through. And you have so much other stuff that you can focus your time and energy and efforts on, and that's focusing on the here and now and focusing on your dreams and the North Node energy, right? Don't let people draw you back into South Node tendencies. Yeah, see, that's been an issue for you here, changing the perspective, right? Changing the perspective is like staying in the same cycle over and over, things that keep happening. It's like getting drawn back in to a situation, to a circumstance, to a type of person. This could even be a type of relationship or a type of friendship, getting drawn back into that. And it's like, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm done with that. See, look, and we have the 5 of Swords coming out again, but it's in the reverse. Being surrounded by people who are just overwhelmingly negative. If you change the way you see the situation, you recognize that person is incredibly negative. And that's okay. That's their choice. They can be negative. I don't have to look at. Do you see the camera? It's tripping out. Oh my goodness, it is tripping out. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this. Oh my gosh. Now you guys see everything. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in. You see my whole setup here. Just a second. Let me see if I can fix this. I totally had to restart the video. That was ridiculous. You saw it like that was crazy. There's like other people who are like, that's like so synchronistic right now. It's like they want you to focus on that and they see everything going on in the background, right? But they're just saying like these people don't have, it's not that they have bad intentions for you. It's just that they're in their own feelings of lack, and they're in their own feelings of not being good enough, and they're in their own feelings of not believing in themselves. And then they see you come in and you're living the life that you desire, and you're going after what you want to go after, and you believe in yourself, and that's triggering sensations within them. But that's theirs to deal with, right? And even if these are people that you trust, even if these are people that you love, it's still not your burden to carry. And there's no reason to stay in a codependent situation where you're still trying to make this person feel better so that you can get validation that you're a good person, which is oftentimes what empaths do. We will stay in a situation to try to make this person feel better so that they can come back and say, oh, I'm so glad that you're in my life. I'm so glad that you made me feel better. You're such a great person. You know, we're looking for that validation as well. We have to give that validation to ourselves and keep focusing on the journey. It's all about being aware of the actions that we're bringing to the situation. So let's get a clarifying card for the Sun in reverse. Archangel Michael and Higher Realm Dragons, can you please give us a clarifying card for the Sun? Thank you. Look, we've got Temperance. Yeah, this is meant to be healed. Right? This is meant to be healed. You're meant to overcome this, to balance the energies out. And I love that the Temperance card came out, because Temperance talks about balancing out the negative or the shadow aspects of ourselves and being really, really smooth at blending that with the light attributes of ourselves. All right, it's the blending of opposites here. And so it's understanding that even though we've gone through this, and even though we have these emotions within us, and even though we too have at one point felt jealous of another person for them pursuing their dream, and at one time we may have judged that person or tried to project how we felt about that person, if we can honor that within ourselves, that too exists within us, and we can accept that and just realize that that's just what it is to be a human on this journey, then you can truly come out of this situation and let go of the attachment that you have to this person, to this place, to this thing. You can recognize that everyone's here. We're all trying to do our best. And we're all trying to live our lives the best way that we can. But sometimes we do get caught up by our emotions, right? And this comes from loving the self, right? There's been a situation here that's been overbearing. Look at this. Yeah, someone who has an issue with authority, someone who is breaking things apart, like trying to create chaos to break things apart because they have an issue with authority, and they like to use trickster methods here because you're so abundant right now. Because you're standing in your abundance, you're overcoming their conceited view of the world, and you're standing in this powerful place that you're in. Okay, let's get a clarifying card for the Six of Cups. May I please have a clarifying card for the Six of Cups? But the attachment comes from you. You're the one that has to detach. It's not this person, right? And that's what they really want to focus on. They don't even want me to shuffle right now. They want you to focus on you detaching from this person, you detaching from this situation, so that you can continue to focus on yourself. This is not your burden to carry. They're not your burden to carry. Right? It's not mean. It's not mean to say that they're not my burden to carry. It's like they got to figure it out on their own. They got to figure out their emotions on their own. This is all about taking action to save them from their own emotions. You don't have to do that. You don't have to validate this person. You don't have to justify this person. You don't have to, make stories for this person or whatever. What they're saying is that it is so important for you right now to detach. And this doesn't even have to be a person. This could be a situation. This could be a work job that you have. It's like you're walking in your North Node right now. You're doing very powerful things for your journey, and there's success there. But you have to nurture yourself. The most important thing for you, pile number 3, is to nurture yourself right now. You've done so much healing, and now it's time to say, okay, what do I need in this moment? And sometimes that's hard for us, especially if we're empaths. May you please clarify the Six of Cups here? Thank you. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright. This is where your wheel turns, right? This is where your fortune comes in. It's like you taking care of yourself and believing that you're worthy of equal give and take love and equal give and take relationships, and knowing that what you're putting up with right now is just something that's a part of the journey for right now, but that's not the way that it's always meant to be. That's what brings in your good luck. And on the bottom, look, yeah, this is a betrayal. Oh, wow, this is heavy. This is heavy energy here, pile 3, with the Two of Cups in the reverse here. Yeah, and look, it's a betrayal, and it's like keeping you from happiness. It's almost like you're blocking yourself from happiness. So you come into this cold energy where it's like, I have to be so ruthless about certain things. And it's like turning your back towards this Two of Cups. And even if you're blocking this Two of Cups, like let's just say we do it the opposite way, you're still turning your back on the happiness. And what's peeking out here? And the Four of Swords. I cannot make this up. This means the exact same thing as the Sun in the reverse. It means hemmed in, being stuck. And it's by peer pressure. It's by other people. Okay? So and we're talking, look, and the Two of Cups coming out over this, like on top of the Sun and the Temperance card. It's like, almost like can't let go of the situation because of how much they betrayed me. But that's where your luck is letting it go and just recognizing that it wasn't meant to be a part of your life. You got a decision to make. You can hold on to lovers past, you can hold on to family past, you can hold on to friends past, but the decision is ultimately yours. Okay? We're just here trying to paint the picture for you of what the potential could be moving forward. If you let this go, you're going to get good luck in love and relationships and connections, right? It's not taking away from the experience that this was bad. It's not taking away from the fact that this was a very difficult situation in your life. We can honor that. You have to honor that too. It's just saying that when you stay in that codependent energy and that desperation in some sense, right? It's like, I need to stay connected to this because it's what I identify with. So that's that desperation type energy. It's like you're not able to free yourself from this, and that's what keeps playing over and over and over again in your mind. And that's why it's hard for you to release yourself from this situation. It's not that it's difficult, right? It's not that it's difficult. It's just something that is like when you don't want to, right? I remember someone told me this once. It's like you could tell someone the truth until you're blue in the face. But if they're not ready to hear it, they're not going to hear it. It doesn't matter, right? And so that's what it feels like right now. It's like your emotional ego has not wanted to hear this up until this point, but you've been drawn to this message because it's time, and it's time for you to make that decision because there's good luck here for you. You've got the 9th house, which is also Jupiter energy, which is Sagittarius energy. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter, Sag, and Pisces energy. Okay, you have Sagittarius energy, Pisces energy. We have a lot of Pisces, Sagittarius energy on the table. It's like when you finally let go of the attachment of this person, this place, this situation, and just recognize that you know the steps to take forward to have your success in life, you're going to free yourself and begin to recognize how to blend those energies together. And you're going to be so accepting of your shadow here, right? But it takes you just taking that first step. There's something that comes from that, the balance. Let's see what else comes out here for you. Please get some more energies out here. We have the 3rd house coming through. Early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. So it's like rationalizing this is not where you need to go, right? It's like saying you need to really feel into this. How do you feel about this? And really honor the way that you feel. But it is something that has come from when you were very young. In your childhood. And we have Taurus energy, trust, patience, and sensuality. We're not trying to rush you through this. Okay? Archangel Michael and the dragons want you to know that it's okay to take your time. But if you're asking for guidance and you're asking for clarity on this situation, this is the clarity. Angel. She's licking the bed. She just stops and is like, what? All right, let's see what else comes out for you here. We've got Michael. Look, here you go. Archangel Michael making an appearance. And then we have Solas Dea. You can do it. Do not give up. Follow the path of your wildest dreams. Exactly. So not only did Archangel Michael show up from the dragon deck that I have, we also have Solas Dea here as well. So follow your dreams. You're on the path to success. Okay, good things are coming. What else would you like to say, Archangel Michael? What other messages would you like to come out today? What else would you like to say? Okay, thank you. We have embraced your life purpose. I am guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. So, and then you have this lady up here. She's riding you, the cat and the butterfly. The butterfly's transformation. The light is leaning down. It's like you're writing your future into existence. You get to do that by following your intuition. Archangel Michael says, stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Yeah, and that's what this is teaching you. To learn from your experience, to let go of that attachment to the outcome, to let go of that attachment to situations that aren't serving you. You're already doing your life's purpose. Now it's just time for you to stay the course. Be patient. The outcome is coming. And we have number 21 here with open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide you, or to guide your soul's growth. Exactly. And the hummingbirds are messages from source that you're healing. Okay, so there's a lot of healing energy coming in here. A lot of good things that are coming your way. So let's get some archetype cards out here and see what archetypes are playing here. We have the goddess coming out. We have the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. And the shadow is exploitation of the female nature and form. And this makes me feel like the Empress card as well. It's like standing in that Empress power, not feeling like you're subjected to people who just don't honor where it is that you're coming from. If they don't understand your journey, that's okay. It's not for them to understand it because it's your journey. But sometimes we get so caught up in wanting other people to understand and honor the path that we're on that we forget that it's only about us honoring and understanding our own path. And we have thief on the bottom, sheds light on the potential wealth within that can never be stolen. And the shadow is stealing money, creative ideas, affection, and other powers that you think you lack. And that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like the affection is coming out here. It's like there's this energy of feeling like I need someone else to validate my experience. I need someone else to validate what I'm going through. I need someone else to be there and say it's okay. And that's why it feels like this is such a betrayal as well. It's like because maybe they did that for some time, but then they went behind your back and did something bad. Or this could be a job that went behind your back and maybe they promised you a promotion and they gave that promotion to someone who wasn't deserving of it. And it's just saying, it's like, I understand the betrayal, but the more that you stay in that situation of feeling like you're stuck, the more that you diminish your light in the situation. You don't let yourself shine. And it's so imperative for you to shine. And especially with you getting the sun in the middle of your reading, It's saying that you are the light. Let your light shine. Don't let other people dim that just because they don't see it, or because they do see it and they're trying to keep you small. Okay, it just doesn't work like that. You can't hem yourself into a situation just because other people don't appreciate you, right? You got to find what works for you. Like we have on the bottom, Source Dragon attunes you to the infinite. Be still in the silence. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. Okay, and this came out in another pile, so you definitely could resonate with another one of the piles that was out today. So let's see what we've got. We have Afrael and Belitza with 23. A fresh wind is blowing into your life. Believe in your divine guidance and recognize all your gifts along your path, right? Your gifts, opening up to your gifts. Look, and under this, we have someone new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. All about your opening up to your gifts. A new relationship is coming. So I do feel like you're not going to have much more time to give to this situation or this person, because you're going to be focusing on other things, but they want you to focus on that now. We have the Alchemist, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom, and the Shadow is misuse of power and knowledge that comes through spiritual practice. So you're alchemizing your journey. And then we have, look, oh, I love this. Sunshine Yellow Dragon helps you to help animals. Serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. This is my favorite card in this deck because it's so cute. Oh, I just love this card. The energy is so pure and sweet. We've got a little squirrel. We've got a little, is that a chipmunk? Yeah, I think that's a chipmunk. We have a deer, we have a raven, and a blue jay. So taking care of animals is very important for you. Your animals also bring you safety and clarity. So when you're dealing with a lot of stress from the situation, it wouldn't surprise me if you turn into your animals and they bring you back into that balanced state. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at your card from the Pride of the Dragons and find out what it has to say. Oh, we have the Sacred Warrior, Pride of the Archangels. Wow. I love this already. So 35. I almost turned open right to it. So we have Archangel Hanael is accompanied by his purple shield engraved with a sacred heart. A warm, gentle, familiar purple face fills your mind's eyes. It features golden eyes and an aura as bright as neon aquamarine. Who is this loving beast who seems so familiar? You feel as though you knew it from somewhere. The fact is you do, for it's Archangel Hanael, sacred dragon, who's been calling you since your birth to take up arms as a sacred warrior. Do not be fearful of this card. You are ready and have been ready for a long time now. Lean into the image of this dragon in your mind's eye and ask it for guidance. When it arrives, trust the guidance you've so generously received. In return, Hanael's dragon surrounds you with divine masculine energy and asks you to close your eyes and to focus on your breath and your heartbeat, all of which are your keys to the divine. Notice that it is in your nature to simply breathe without thought and also to love from your heart without thought. These instinctive acts are simple keys to connecting with the divine every day. Connecting with the divine every day is an innate ability in each and every one of us. It is the simple act of breathing along with the simple act of loving, the simple act of being. You are being asked to accept this and let this knowledge, wisdom, and love of the divine flow through you more and more each day. Trust this, know this, and understand that you are a sacred warrior of the divine, being called to connect to the breath to the heart and take action today. So this is it. Like, you're raising your vibration into a much higher state, walking in your divine path. This is all about maintaining that connection, which is where that change of that change of perspective comes from. It's not focusing on the negative anymore. It's seeing that you are the light incarnate, okay? And you are, and you deserve to be seen that way. So this is what I see for you here, pile number 3. If you felt like this was your message, leave a little sun emoji down below. Say, I am the light incarnate, and I choose to let it shine as brightly as it's meant to. And if it resonated with you, it means so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all those links in the description box in order to do so. You can email me for personal reading. You can follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify at Scatter Love Radio. You can even join as a member, and I would love to see you on membership. So if not, thank you so much for your continued support here. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here, but I do want to give a quick shout out to Archangel Michael and the Higher Realms Dragons for coming together to give us this message. I want to say thank you to your guides, your angels, your spirit messengers, source, and my spirit guides for coming together as well. And until next time, pile number 3, stay human. Bye.